What's good, everybody? We got a lot of One Piece stuff going on in the news right now, and I thought we hit a few of those things because a lot of them are really important to the future of One Piece. The biggest thing so far, and I'm sure everyone's heard it by now, One Piece is going on a break, a month-long break. So we're getting chapters 1052 and 1053, and then One Piece is going to be on a month-long break for, I think, about 4 Shonen Jump issues, and then we're coming back on 1054 with the final saga of One Piece. Basically, One Piece is ending. Now, we all knew it was coming, and honestly, this is a lot sooner than I expected it to be. We usually make jokes about, okay, yeah, 5 years, or yeah, 80% done, but it does seem like we are really in the final stretch here. Oda's taking some time off to really work on the structure of this final arc. And for me, I think that's a good thing. I don't think that means it's going to be rushed. I think that means that Oda is going to pretty much tidy up some of the things he wants in the final saga. I think one of the things that makes Wano so controversial is that it's so long, but it also feels rushed. And the reason for that is I think there's a lot of information and a lot of scenes, a lot of panels that just don't have valuable information. We do too much without getting too far. And I think what this break could do is give Oda the chance to do much more with his panels without having to increase the longevity of it. So, we don't have Wano where it's 150 chapters or however long Wano is of, really interesting content, but also mixed in with some less interesting content. Things that make it dull, things that make it seem drawn out. We could just have a straight feed of basically what we need from the rest of the story. And I think that would be amazing. So, this break isn't anything different than if you were reading during the time skip and Oda went on a month break there. It's going to be the same thing, except, I think One Piece is a lot more integrated into the community now. So we're going to see a lot more like on Twitter, a lot more content. Just overall, we're just going to see a lot of things in that break because One Piece break periods always go crazy. Now, I'm getting this information from Sandman AP on Twitter. If you don't follow him, please do. That's where I get all my One Piece news from. Always comes in with good translations, even stuff like this where it's basically just very quick, very just drawn out stuff. Sandman always has it. Now, this also mentions that Oda's doing some stuff with Film Red and the Netflix series. Now, if you checked out the Netflix Geeked video, I think they did on the 6th, you would have seen that they have some new actors. They're building up the sets, so they're really going all in for the Netflix series. I'm happy to see it. I still have my reservations about it, but it's always good to see how invested they are. As far as Film Red, we actually got a new trailer that we're going to look at as well. But it looks like Oda is putting some time and effort into Film Red to make sure that's all set up and ready too. Now, the Film Red trailer itself, the second one, it adds a little context, but also takes away a little bit of context. I don't know, it's weird. It's literally just a promo. As in the first one was like a teaser, where you kind of got a hint of what was going on and some of the things there. This one feels just more like a promo, where it doesn't really give you a lot of new information. It kind of just gets you more involved. And from what I can tell based on trailer, the idea is that Uda has a devil fruit. We kind of all get that. And that it's related to singing or performance. And now this right here. So apparently Luffy already knows Uda. He knows she's Shanks' daughter. Which is crazy. Obviously that's not super canon, but it's weird that they have this connection beforehand. Now, if you look here, it looks like she's almost creating things with her voice. So I'm wondering if her power is kind of based on making things with her voice or with the lyrics of a song. So say maybe she has the ability to speak things into existence and kind of use that power. That's my best guess. I have no idea the path of the story. That's why this trailer kind of makes it more confused, because we see more of Shanks' crew. We see that Luffy actually knows Uda, and it seems like Uda is doing something to try and create a happy world. Now, whenever that happens, that means they're doing something evil. Big Mom wants to create a happy world. She's crazy evil, so Uda's not doing the best thing right now. Whatever she's trying to do, I'm assuming she's trying to make a happier world by force. And if you go back to the first trailer where Shanks talks about, there is no justice, there is no just world, I think Uda takes that to heart and says, okay, I'm going to make it a just world, but I have to be unjust to do it. I think that's kind of the route we're going on for this trailer. I expect at least one more before it actually releases, because I think it comes out in August. So I imagine we're going to see something in July. Overall, I think a lot of great One Piece news. Obviously, the break is going to be kind of hard to deal with, but we've been there before. It won't be as bad as we think, and that means we can focus on some other projects. I definitely want to do some collabs. I want to do some other One Piece videos. I want to try some other videos in general. I got projects I want to try, and I think this gives us the perfect time to do so. It gives anime watchers a good time to catch up. They might not be able to scale the entire series, but they can get a lot closer. It gives us time to do reels because we're going to get the end of Wano before the break. So we're going to have our resolution to Wano essentially in the next 2 chapters. And after that point, we're going to have a lot to talk about. I can guarantee it. There's no way these last 2 chapters will not be filled with content for us to talk about before the break. That's what Oda does. Oda does this on 1-week breaks. He'll give us so much to talk about for a week, let alone this month. Yeah, we're going to have a lot to talk about. So I think it's going to be great. I look forward to seeing these next 2 chapters, and I look forward to being able to make new stuff. Let me know what you guys thought down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.